Hey, I'm Dave from SolventPrinterGuys.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about a well-known, well-loved printhead, which I know is just what you were dying to know about, so we're going to talk a little bit about it. This is what is sometimes known as the DX4 printhead. It is made by Epson and used in many Roland printers, Mutoh printers, Mimaki printers, and Epson printers, among other brands. It is a very popular printhead that has been in production for, probably, gosh, I don't know, since probably around maybe 2000 or so, although I'd have to look that up to verify it. This printhead has two channels in it, basically two lines of nozzles. In some printers, it is used as a two-color printhead. Such as the Versacam SP540V. Versacam SP540V has two of these printheads. One color goes on each of these posts, two of the heads next to each other, and then you get a four-color printer. Some of the faster machines will use two of the same color, two lines of the same color going to each head. Thereby it can lay down more ink in each pass. Machines such as the VP540, the Roland VP540 Versacam, that uses four of these and does four color process. Or if you look in the Pro 2 generation, such as an SC545EX, or the Pro 3 generation, such as an XC540, both of those will use six of these printheads. Now these are a pretty robust printhead. They clean up pretty well, they flush pretty well. They have a pretty long lifespan if taken care of well. The things that can kill these printheads, okay, are some reasonably obvious things, but some that are not so much. One is they can be electronically damaged by doing things like getting liquid, like ink or cleaning solution, down in these connectors where the ribbon cables slide in there, while the machine is turned on, or not having these areas dried out and then turning the things on. That can damage the printhead. You can also have problems on your headboard or on your main board of your machine. If you have damaged components on there and you put a printhead into that machine, it can actually damage the printhead from the inside out, which is no fun. The other thing, the most common thing that can damage these printheads is just simply clogging. And so a lack of use of your machine will very often lead to the ink that is in here drying up in the tiny surface of the face of the head. And sometimes they are recoverable and sometimes they are not. So please do yourself a favor. If you have an EcoSolvent machine, please make use of it and keep it in good running condition and keep it plugged in. Otherwise, you're going to regret it, because these printheads are quite expensive, and which is why it can be a challenge if you have a machine that, say, has six of these in there. It can be a challenge to keep it up and running if you have to replace a bunch of these. So do your best to take care of them, do your regular cleaning and your maintenance, and take care of the cheap parts around them, like this cap top that is commonly used in many Roland printers and Mimaki printers and Mutoh printers. This cap top, as it ages, the rubber here that meets the face of this head to seal it is going to become more and more stiff, and as that becomes more and more stiff, it'll eventually not seal correctly. So with that hardening, you will end up with problems, which is going to result in your head drying out and you saying very bad words. So to prevent you from saying bad words, from cussing and swearing because your printheads are drying out, you want to make sure that you take care of these little guys. Take care of your cap tops that are that the printhead sits down on. As these dry out and age, this rubber part becomes more stiff, and as it becomes stiff, that's going to result in a poor seal on the face of the head, which is going to result in air getting to the face of the head, which is going to result in the face of the head starting to dry out. Those nozzles are going to be drying out. That's bad news. So you don't want that. So do your best to take care of those parts. A couple other little trivia things about these. These come with what's called a head rank number, which is on this white sticker here. You want to make sure that you take care of this little sticker here, because it can be very easy to actually rub the numbers right off, especially with solvent. And that's going to make it a hard time if you end up reinstalling this printhead in another machine. This unique number, well, it includes numbers and letters and dots and stuff. This is what's called the head rank. This is determined at the factory, and when they test out these heads, they determine this particular number by looking at what type of voltages need to be applied to different nozzles or different groupings of nozzles in order to get the right size dots, because this has the ability to spray out different size dots of ink and to handle different types of ink. And so that number is unique to each printhead. It is important and very helpful that when you install this printhead in your printer, you take note of what that is. If you buy these printheads new, they're going to come in a little case like this, if you get the Roland version. And on there is going to be a sticker with the head rank. So save these, maybe make a note on it to say this went spot number 2, something like that. It's going to help you out. If for some reason you remove these printheads from your machine and they're still working, please do yourself a favor and flush them out. Take a syringe and some clear cleaning solution that matches the ink that was in there and push it down, attach it with a little tube to the top here and push it down till all the ink drains out. If you don't flush them out and you go to use them again in a number of months in another machine, you're going to be disappointed. So that's just not cool. So please take care of these. Keep solvents and other liquids from touching the electronics at this end. Try to avoid breaking the posts here. Another tiny little trivia note, and then I'll wrap this up. The version of this printhead that is often used in some of the Epson printers is an aqueous version of this printhead. The aqueous version is very similar to the solvent version. The main difference is this manifold on top. This piece of plastic on top is solvent resistant in the solvent version. And in the aqueous version, when exposed to certain solvent inks, this will actually soften, break down, and the post will fall off, and it's a big mess. It used to be that it was pretty easy to take the aqueous version of this head, which is a little less expensive, and convert it over to the solvent version, just by changing out this plastic part. Unfortunately, Epson and Roland caught wind of this, big shocker, and they changed the types of cleaning chemicals that they shipped the printheads with inside there, so that if you were to take an aqueous printhead and try to put solvent inks in them, it was quite rare to actually get all of the jets to fire correctly on a brand new printhead. So be wary if you're looking for a discount printhead and you say, oh, I'll just buy the aqueous one. It's the same. It looks the same, it is almost the same, but it is not the same. So for best performance, if you need a solvent or eco-solvent printhead, buy that version of the printhead, and it's just going to be easier. You pay a little bit more for it, but it's going to be easier than trying to mess with it. Trust me, we've tried, and we've had mixed success and all that. So pay attention, save your rank number, take very good care of these heads so you don't have to replace them often, and try not to break things, try not to get your solvent or cleaning solution down there where the electronics are, and happy printing. Good luck.